Madam Speaker, everyone that was alive on September 11th remembers that day and what they were doing. It's like those of us that were alive when President Kennedy was assassinated. We remember that day. We remember what we were doing. And the old-timers, they remember Pearl Harbor and what they were doing on December the 7th, 1941. It is a day that the country, that the people, that the nation should always remember, because it involved real people losing their lives because of the concept that we have in this nation of freedom and liberty, something that is worth preserving. And it's important that we remember the 3,000 individuals that died that day, but, Madam Speaker, it's equally important that we remember those that got to live, because when those Twin Towers were set aflame, those volunteers, those firefighters, those emergency medical folks, and those police officers, they rushed as hard as they could to get to that terror from the skies. And because they did so, many got to live for another day. And there are countless stories like that that occurred on September 11th, how Americans reacted remarkably and with bravery. Another example, this morning, I was at Arlington Cemetery with my daughter Kelly and her husband Anthony, and we were at the Tomb of the Unknown. And many Americans may know the Tomb of the Unknown is very close to the Pentagon. You can almost see it through the trees. And those soldiers, the Old Guard as they are called, that protect the Tomb of the Unknown, they already knew about the two planes that had crashed into the World Trade Center, north and south. And when that plane came roaring across the skyline of Washington, D.C., headed straight for the Pentagon, just a few hundred yards from the Tomb of the Unknown, those soldiers guarding the tomb never left their post. They stayed. In fact, they called for reinforcements. Yet another example of what Americans do when we are attacked. And so we should remember those that died, those that got to live, and those that continue to fight for our freedoms today in places all over the world in the name of liberty and freedom. And that's just the way it is.